Mehwish says, is it permissible to pay a bribe in order to get one's right? Have some work to get done with one of the government departments, and if the official does not take a bribe, he will cause trouble for me. Is it permissible for me to give him a bribe? First of all, bribery is a major sin in Islam. The Prophet said in an authentic hadith, alayhi salatu wassalam, may Allah curse the one who pays the bribe and the one who receives it. لَعَنَ اللَّهُ الرَّاشِيَ وَالْمُرْتَشِي. It's an authentic hadith, no doubt about it. And it is totally prohibited to deal with it. If you look at a society, if you look at a country that bribery is widely spread in it, you will find it one of the worst countries in the world. You will find it at the very bottom of the scale of the civilized countries. And this is obvious. You go to some countries and nothing goes through without bribing. You bribe the officials, you bribe the judges, you bribe the police, you bribe the governor, you bribe everyone. And anyone who holds a public office becomes rich within a couple of weeks because of this. So bribery is an epidemic that destroys the community. Now my question is, if I am forced to do it, what do you mean you're forced to do it? He says, there is a tender that people are bidding to get for constructing a building for the government. If I do not pay a bribe, I may not get a chance to join in. Well, this is not a necessity. Said, Sheikh, I have to work. I have to get jobs. Said, yes, but instead of dealing in construction, buy a car and work as a taxi or as an Uber or as a whatever. This is not a necessity because there are others who are in the same boat. And what you're doing is you are taking someone's share because of the bribe you're giving. So the higher the bribe is, the more possibility of you getting the job. And this is not your right. So what should I do? When is it okay for me to pay a bribe? Scholars say that it is permissible for you to pay a bribe when you require and you need to obtain what is lawfully yours, or to protect yourself and prevent yourself from any form of aggression or dhulm. For example, I bought a car from Europe, I shipped it to my country, all the paperworks are okay, and the law has been followed. When the what do you call a customs officer. When the customs officer came, he looked in the papers and said, you have to ship your car back again. Why? It doesn't fall under the categories permitted to enter. Show me something. I won't show you anything. I went to his boss. His boss is as corrupt as he is. If you don't pay us so much money, we will not get the car in. This is my car. I paid my own money. I did not break any laws. What to do? Scholars say in this case, give them the bribe. It is haram for them. They will eat equivalent amount of it in hellfire through their stomachs without any doubt. As for you, you are not sinful for what you had done because you wanted to get what is lawfully yours. Likewise, if someone wanting to inflict harm to me or to my family by saying that the house you live in is not good for human, not consumption, for human standards. So you have to vacate your house and we will destroy it and demolish it, and you can build some other house on the land. I said, why? The guy says, because I said so. What are you going to do about it? You go to the governor, you go to the officials, and no one is listening to you. He said, you have to follow the law. But the law is doing injustice to me. There's nothing wrong in the house. He said, well, he's the one in charge. So it's obvious that he wants harm for me. And I cannot repel and push back this harm without giving him a bribe. Islam says, give him the bribe, and he will consume it in hellfire on the day of judgment. So this is the scenario that allows you to give a bribe. But in other cases where it is uncalled for and it's not a necessity and it's not to take what is lawfully yours or to prevent harm from coming onto you, then you will be as sinful as they are.